Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan, and if you love Bethesda, Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, and even Starfield, and you're not subscribed yet to the KingFanMan channel, why not? That's all I talk about here, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Bethesda's creation engine is reportedly getting another huge overhaul right now, and this is after the major overhaul it just went through between Fallout 4 and Starfield. In fact, this upcoming DLC for Starfield is partly the reason for the overhaul and a test for the new creation engine itself, and if all goes well, it will be used and dramatically change how the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 look and play. This time, the upgrades are coming straight from the Unreal 5 engine. Now, we aren't talking just graphics, nor are we talking about what they did with the Oblivion Remastered, where the graphics were in the Unreal 5 and the gameplay was in the Gamebryo engine, or the old version of the creation engine. No, this overhaul is taking technology straight from the Unreal 5 engine and directly integrating it into the Creation 2 engine. And from what I hear, it is an across-the-board technical overhaul. This should improve lighting, graphics, game systems, and even give Bethesda the ability to have fewer loading screens in their future games. This, of course, was one of the primary complaints about Starfield, and some of these upgrades were made specifically for Starfield's next DLC and update coming probably June of 2026. Of course, this is great news if you're a Bethesda fan, but the last time they did a creation engine overhaul, it caused a huge delay in the release of Starfield. Even Todd Howard admitted that that overhaul took a lot longer than he intended. Well, there's more good news. The majority of this upgrade is being handled by an outside team, while Bethesda's team keeps working on Starfield, The Elder Scrolls 6, and I believe Fallout 5. This is one of those benefits of being part of Microsoft. The Microsoft team that is working on this creation engine upgrade has a long and vast knowledge of the Unreal 5 engine, having worked with it for years. This upgrade is certainly one of the main reasons why we didn't get a new DLC or even an update to Starfield in 2025. But if they are successful, not only will the next DLC for Starfield be better because of these changes, Bethesda's next games, The Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5, will look and play much better as well. Now, many have complained for years about the creation engine, and some have gone so far as to say they need to make their future games in the Unreal 5 engine instead. However, those asking for this change probably don't understand just how much the Unreal 5 engine would change Bethesda Game Studios games. Would it make their graphics better? Sure. And who wouldn't want to see the next Elder Scrolls Countryside in the Unreal 5? It would be insanely gorgeous. But key game systems and gaming assets would also change. One thing that makes Bethesda Game Studios games unique and arguably more immersive than other RPGs is the fact that all the items in their worlds are not static, like in other games, meaning you can move, pick up, and manipulate almost every object in their worlds. This, among other things, is something the creation engine was specifically designed for. Do we really want to change the core of what makes a Bethesda game, plus change how they will forever be played just to improve the graphics? Now, this is not saying Bethesda games don't need to improve their graphics, and that, for one, is what these changes are all about. But if we're honest, graphics aren't the only area Bethesda games have been lagging behind some of the better competition. There was a time Bethesda was at the very top of almost every category. But Rockstar, CD Projekt Red, and some others took what Bethesda did with Skyrim and some other games and took it to another level. This is why Bethesda spent so long updating the creation engine before Starfield. But with its release, it has been painfully obvious more work needs to be done to bring creation engine up to the modern level. That's why this newest overhaul is so important. And what better place to get technology from than the Unreal 5 engine? If this overhaul does what is being talked about, better dynamic lighting, much enhanced graphics, smoother game systems, and considerably less loading screens, then Bethesda's future games will have a chance to get back to the top. The next Starfield DLC coming the first half of 2026 will be the first test for the Creation Engine 2 2.0. We will just have to wait and see how much change they are able to bring to that old engine. If this doesn't work, meaning if 2 huge overhauls in the past few years don't bring enough change to make Bethesda competitive again, then talk of an engine change has to at least take place. I, for one, am excited and nervous to see if this Microsoft team and Bethesda can put Bethesda back at the top, or at least near the top again. Thank you for getting your Bethesda news right here in the King's Corner. I appreciate it so much. If you're still here, please make sure you like this video and go ahead and hype it since you're still here. You must have liked it. Also, look down in the description below and be sure you're following me on X. That's where I do most of my social media and give my updates. And also, we have a Discord channel. Follow us there. We have the best community on YouTube. I am the KingFanMan. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.